Bienvenue, Nebul, bienvenue. As we look at the leaning tower of the South Street Seaport. Good morning, Lori. Welcome. No morning tour. So I just got paid to eat pancakes and do this live stream with y'all. There's another person in here, but they're not talking. Okay. One person came in and left really quick. Interesting. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk around, see what's going on, see what's cooking. Good to see you, Carrie Harris. Welcome. Gotta walk off these pancakes. Feeling rather full right now. But we'll walk around downtown here. We're at the South Street Seaport right now. And what we're gonna do is walk around. I wish I had the gimbal on me. I wish I had the gimbal. It would look a lot better. Alright. Let's walk around. Let's walk around and talk and wander. Guy Heyman. Driving the roads of America. Good to see you. Welcome. Alright, let's walk, right? Gotta put on my bag a certain way here. Gotta put on my bag backwards. No morning tour. Nobody showed up for the morning tour. I still get paid, though. I do have people on my afternoon tour at 12 noon. So I will be doing that. That's why I gotta hang around. But who knows? They might not even show up. Ooh, look, new flood protection measures right here. It's our new flood protection walls. TYC, welcome. Our new flood protection walls here. It's pretty cool. Interim flood protection. Good to see you, Osvaldo. Wepa. All right. Let's walk around. All right, what we'll do is, since I got an hour to kill as of right now, I will walk down to, no, it's a concrete wall. I did shave. I'm going to the Jim Henson Carriage House tonight. I gotta look good. I'm going to the Jim Henson Carriage House tonight. Looking very much forward to seeing a performance. Beard is off. Looking very, very much forward for a performance for the Bloody Brains in the Jukebox. So I'm going to be in a very historical spot tonight, which is pretty cool. How does that help? Well, you're basically it's the wave action. You want to limit the wave action when it comes in, because when you have the wave action come in, that's how the water gets destructive here. So it basically creates a barrier that they will build up in case of a storm or in lieu of a storm, and help out the flooding. Good to see you, Susie May. A Beatles tribute band? No, the Bloody Brains in the Jukebox is a musical that the unofficial mayor of Coney Island, Dick Ziggin, has been working on now for about a year. Yeah, Breaks the Wave Force. And tonight is like a fundraiser where we're going to be hanging out at the historic Jim Henson Carriage House. And what that is basically it was a photo studio that was in the 1970s. If you've seen anything about the Muppets or anything like that in photographic form, it went through this studio. Brian Davis, welcome. So that's where I'm going to be hanging out. Something's burning down here. Oh. So I walk along South Street, 180 Maiden Lane right there behind me. And then the other surge protection wall. There it is. And this is about as high as the water was during Hurricane Sandy. Here, look at these bicycles. You'll see an idea of how high this is. So, see? Those people on bikes. Purple Rain Way, the Prince Memorial Highway above me, also known as the FDR Drive, but since it's painted purple, I might as well call it Purple Rain Way. I gotta find a good person who could do a sign that looks legit, looks like a real street sign, and just put it up like Prince Memorial Highway or something like that. All right. Gotta work off these pancakes, man. I'm all tired. I'm all sluggish. And with a 3D printer, to make an authentic sign, you don't need a 3D printer. You just need a really good artist. Bloody hell, that's loud. So there's no kids outside. No kids out here. D90, welcome. Yeah, purple color again, yes. Yeah, metal worker. Yeah, I don't need a metal worker. I need somebody who can paint a good sign that looks legit. I know a few people. We just got to get on the same page. Good to see you, boss. Out there in Dundee. Good morning, Pat. Only the bad children are out right now on this first day of school. Actually, Tuesday was the first day of school for Catholic schools here in New York City. But today, the public school kids go back. Saw a couple of meltdowns on the subway this morning. One kid did not want to go in for the life of him. He was doing that demon cry. If you ever seen the video of the baby that cries through a whole flight, and the baby starts making demonic sounds, that's what the baby was making this morning on the subway train. Yep. Yeah, the homeschool kids are out, the real brats. the homeschool kids. The real brats. Yeah, it's they got to get so many days in. It's weird. I think I remember one year. I went. The first day of school was on a Friday. I remember. That was when I wasn't going to school. That's when I was going in. But yeah. I'll see you later, Guy Hammond. Drive safe. Drive safe. All right. Coming up to pier number 5. Yeah, we started on Mondays. Yeah, sometimes we have weird start days here in New York City. And this year it is a Thursday. We pass the helicopters. Yeah, Friday was weird. Yeah, I remember doing that one year. It was a Friday. I was in elementary school. And yes, I'm vlogging. Yes, I'm fucking vlogging. But it was weird. Back in the day, Catholic school was the rule back in the day. Yeah, it's always busy. It's New York. It's New York. Very proud to be a member of a donor state, a donor city. Really, we give out more in taxes than we get back. So for all those people who like to talk about, oh my God, socialism is bad. Well, if you're not in a donor state, then you're enjoying the sweet, sweet benefits of socialism. All right. And you know what's funny is that the people who complain about socialism, the people from those states, they're the ones that take the most money. It's weird. Good to see you, Jazz Dog. Welcome. Welcome. But they are, and if there's wind noise, sorry about the wind noise, guys. I don't have the wind muffler on the phone. Mom used to work at a Catholic school, and when Hurricane Hugo hit, you was the only one at school. Aww. Yup, you were the good kid. You're the 10% of kids who went to school no matter what. If you lived here in New York, you'll be the only kid going to school during the blizzards. Good to see you, Chris MG. Yeah, though there's states I believe there's states that have higher percentage than that, Laurie. Isn't it like Alabama or Kentucky take a crazy high percentage? But New York we're a donor state, so that's good. We more than pay for our fair share. Us liberal people paying more for our fair share and getting not as much back. oh yeah, Texas takes the cake. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Yeah, but who's the biggest receiver in federal funds? I think it's like Alabama or something like that. One of those states where they're always railing against socialism. I want to go to Governor's Island, but I don't have enough time. What we will do right now, I think, do a little experiment. So I am walking along South Street. There's Brooklyn Bridge is behind me. Pier number 5 is where the heliport is. I'm south of Wall Street right now, but we're going to walk up through Wall Street in a little bit. We're going to walk up Broad Street to be exact. But I want to go into Battery Park right now, and I want to see if the illegal ticket vendors are still around. Now I have my work shirt on, right? Let's see, if they're dumb enough to try to sell me a ticket. Yeah, Alabama, pretty much. Mississippi. There you go. Okay, yeah, Mississippi. Yeah, see, why am I not surprised? These southern states talk about socialism and the ills of socialism. Meanwhile, they're the ones who collect the most in funds. I love it. I mean, it'd be nice to succeed. Be our own little economy again. All right. Walking past the Lower Manhattan Maritime Building. This is where you pick up your ferry for Governor's Island. And I would love to go to Governor's Island right now. Probably nice and quiet out there, nobody out there. I do tours on a bicycle and I do walking tours. I do not like being on a bus. Exactly, Susie May. Exactly. It's the irony of it all. It's the irony of it all. It's tight over here with all this construction. It's tight over here. All right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lord. Which that's just ridiculous, by the way. That whole marker situation, that's just ridiculous. Something that's so easily demonstrated that. Anyway, let's walk into Battery Park. How long are my tours? It all depends on what we're doing, Jazz Dog. But my bicycle tours that I do with this company are 2 hours long. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna play the dumb tourist right now, even though I'm in a work shirt. Okay. Exactly, Brian. Do the 1,000-yard stare right now. I used to do 3-hour tours. When I worked down here in Battery Park, I used to do 3-hour tours. Yeah, I'm pretty okay. I drink a lot of beer though. You see, they're looking away from me because they see I have the phone out. They're scared of me, these people. Look at the same people still doing this. Same people still hawking these tickets. Fuck, I've seen some of these people like 7 years ago. I would figure they'll move on from this kind of job. It's not the most admirable. I know. I think I do, Osvaldo. So the thing is that these ticket seller guys are not supposed to be in Battery Park. So here in front of Staten Island Ferry, unfortunately, they can't really do anything out here at the Staten Island Ferry, but I see, yeah, there you go. I do see some in Battery Park. They're scared of me. They're all like hiding from me. This is fantastic. And a lot of them are too stupid, so they think I'm pointing the camera out. They don't realize the camera's pointing at me right now. Really fucking funny. Caution, bus is turning. Do I like traveling abroad? Of course. Of course. I went to Sri Lanka with my wife a few months ago. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I want to go back there right now. Go back there just to go swimming in the ocean. See here. See, these guys have found, these ticket sellers here have literally found like the one little loophole that they could have, which is being on the sidewalk in front of Battery Park. Yeah, look at this. They're usually all right here. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, we used to have the bike and roll stand right back here. This is where we saw Zelda the turkey countless times. Good to see you, Cecilia. Welcome. Let's see how aggressive these ticket seller people are. I think they're completely scared of me. They're all turning their faces away from me. This is funny. Seems to be more of them nowadays, which is weird. I think I do, Nibble, with the, I got the collared shirt on today, so I think that's part of it. I'm going to show you something funny just up ahead here. Oh yeah, they're right there. This is very interesting. So, these guys are not supposed to be in Battery Park. They clearly are in the park. And the first precinct is right here. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to go stand in a spot right now. And we're going to see if any guests, any tourists get kind of harassed by these guys in front of the cops. All right, these are big bus guys. These guys are allowed. So we're right by a big bus stop over here. Big bus, they're allowed to have their people here. Oh yeah, look at this. This is ridiculous. Do I still do my radio show? Yeah, on Twitch. Yes, on Twitch. This is going to be a very interesting experiment. Okay, we do the radio show on Twitch now. So join me on Twitch for the radio show. It's always a lot of fun. All right. They're in the park.
Hello, sir. Statue.
Huh?
Are you going to take Statue of Liberty?
Statue. You got express boat?
Yeah, it's the express boat that goes around the statue.
Yeah, express boat goes around the statue. Okay. Now, they're not supposed to be in the park, but they're in the park. There's literally a sign that says they're not supposed to be in the park, and the first precinct is right there. They're not supposed to be. They're not supposed to be soliciting. They're soliciting tickets. So you heard me say express boat. At least he was truthful and said it goes around the island instead of to it. We've got a big old group here. Oh, we have a walking tour guide here talking about World Trade Center. Good morning, Phantom. Good morning, Free to Laugh Now. Spanish tours. Is Ellis Island still closed? No, Ellis Island has been open for quite some time. Ellis Island was only closed after Hurricane Sandy for about a year. So it's been open for quite some time, Jason. I'm so tempted just to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this since it's open. And I'm never able to enjoy this. Let's see if I can find a clean seat here. And chill out on one of these cool Battery Park seats here. So they are not supposed to be soliciting. They're not supposed to be selling tickets for these bootleg Statue of Liberty tours. And that one guy was pretty dumb because I have my work shirt on. That says tour guide. Yeah, he tried to sell me a ticket. Isn't that funny? But you heard how I said express boat. Now, what I wanted him to do, he knew, I think he knew I was trying to trap him because what I wanted him to say was express boat to the island. So then if he would have sold me on that, if he would have said, yes, express boat to Statue of Liberty, then I would have continued. But I tried to play dumb. But he said goes around the island, so he was truthful. At least he was that. So it cost $18 to visit either Statue of Liberty or Ellis Island, an additional $18 to go up into the pedestal at the Statue of Liberty, and an additional $25, I believe, $24 to go up to the Crown, but the Crown has a 6-month waiting list. Des A, good morning. So these express boat tours cost anywhere from $35 to $65, and unfortunately what a lot of these tourists think is that when they get on one of these boat rides, that they're going straight to the statue, they're going to hop off the boat. But what the guy just said, he goes around the island. Which, honestly, if it was my first time here and I was excited to go to the Statue of Liberty and I didn't know any better, I would be mighty pissed. And I have been on water taxi boats where the water taxi ticket sellers will lie to the people and say that the boat stops at the Statue of Liberty. and we go right in front of it. We'll do the little talk about the statue and everything, and be like, we're not getting off. I lived in New York all your life and haven't been to the Statue of Liberty yet. Want to go up into the Crown? You know, honestly, if you're fit, if you're a little bit in shape, and you don't mind really small spaces, you know, the Crown will be fine. But if you're claustrophobic and you're not very fit, don't go up to the Crown, because the Crown it's not very fun anymore. It's not as fun as it used to be anyway. Oh, really? Carried you up to the top of the George Washington Monument. Wow, nice. But the pedestal is perfectly fine. It's a really good view from the top of the pedestal. An elevator takes you to the top of the pedestal. There's also a museum inside of the pedestal, but now there's a new museum on the island itself, which opened up this summer. But go to the Statue of Liberty. Go to the Statue of Liberty. Remember that it only costs $18. That's why you got to ignore the ticket seller. People got a spider web on me now. Yay. I got a spider web on me. This Spanish tour guide's literally talking about the most littlest things, and he has a big group with him. I'm pretty sure this Spanish tour guide here, with a group of about probably 25 people, 30 people, he needs like things to talk about. So he's talking about every little thing. It's kind of funny. You glad they fixed the statue? Yeah, of course, I have to. You have some, exactly, get some chocolates with you for the endorphins. You got to climb up 300, I believe it's 314 steps, last time I checked. It's 314 steps to the top of the Crown. And a couple of things to remember about the Crown. One, there is no elevator to the top. Two, the statue itself is not air conditioned, so the higher you go up, the hotter it will get. Even in the middle of the wintertime, it gets quite hot up there. Yeah, right, me too. Me too, Free to Laugh now. Good to see you there, Sunshine Cooper, the Sunshine Queen from the Philippines. Welcome. Yeah, it's evening over there on the other side of the globe. It's still only 10:47 in the morning here in New York. Working off the pancakes I had for breakfast. We'll start walking up towards the stock exchange here in a minute. Didn't go to Statue of Liberty first visit, probably next time. Enjoyed Central Park too much. Central Park, probably one of the most visited places in the United States. I heard some crazy statistic that if you count the locals and the tourists walking through Central Park every year, something like over 100 million. Which I could see that if you count the same people over and over again. If you count the same people over and over again visiting the park, it's like me. I must have visited the park at least 20 times. So do that when add the people who actually live here, and people go there every day. And then this year we're expecting, and we're on track to have 67 million tourists will visit New York City this 2019. The number one tourist location, tourist city, if you will, in the United States is, oddly enough, Orlando, Florida. They're going to have 72 million. Yeah. Oh, really? You know what to look for? Good. So you saw Angel of the Waters. You saw Alice in Wonderland. You saw the Milton Tiles. Ghostbusters. New Year's Eve is always packed. You know, New Year's, a lot of people come into New York for New Year's. Not necessarily for the ball drop, but there's a myriad of stuff that goes around and that all. So every year, and plus, you know what it is? A lot of locals, family members, like people who live here in New York, their families will come into town. A lot of people do that too. When you came to New York, you was happy to see it. You were happy to see the Statue of Liberty from Staten Island Ferry. That's a good, nice free way to see the statue. Nice way to see the statue. But just having memories about Brian's World. Good to see you, Brian's World. And Cheryl's here. Good to see you, Cheryl. There's a plaque on the rock that you saw, and you're talking about the plaque that defined Strawberry Fields as an international peace garden. The plaque that has 151 countries etched into it. I think that's what you're talking about. Sad to see the beard gone. It has to be gone. I was beginning to look crazy. and plus, I'm going to the George Henson Carriage House tonight, so I got to look kind of together and put together tonight. The wife is happier than she's very happy. I cut off all my hair last night. But I'm having memories about coming through Battery Park 18 years ago. You know, I was crazy when the day after 9/11 happened. So on September 12th, me and my best friend Phil, I had a theory, and the theory was that since the World Trade Center is on the west side of Lower Manhattan, that we could get to the World Trade Center by taking the east side down. And it turned out to be correct. So we rode our bikes in from Brooklyn. We went over the Williamsburg Bridge, and the subways were the only way to get onto Manhattan Island. You couldn't use the footpath, so we had to take the I believe it was the J train, one stop from Williamsburg to Lower East Side, and we end up here in Battery Park. You can't go You can't go to Battery Park and not think of Desperately Seeking Susan. There's a scene from that movie filmed in here. I gotta see that. I gotta watch that movie again. But we came in here. It was probably 11 o'clock at night when we got here, and the whole field here was full of paper. There were no fences. You know, come to think of it, there were no fences around the grass here, so we walked straight across this, and then there was a tree further up there, and that tree's a lot bigger now, but at the time it was newly planted, and I shook the tree and all the dust and all the paper came out. It's like I kept on saying it's like nuclear winter. And who knows how dangerous that dust was when you were trolling around with all the paper, all the newspaper. I have 2 pieces of paper from here. And one of them is it's a piece of ripped paper from a business directory from the World Trade Center. And it has all the businesses listed on what floor they were on. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Des. Yeah, this is the time of year I always begin to reflect. Like the end of Labor Day to the beginning of September, because that Labor Day that year was a big deal. Labor Day was, it was the first year we had the Brooklyn Cyclones playing in Coney Island, so it was the first year we had Fireworks Friday back, and the fireworks they were supposed to go until the second week of September, because the Cyclones got into the playoffs. And obviously they didn't finish the playoffs that year, because after September 11th they just ended everything. Good morning, 80s Music Fan. Welcome. I just always think about what it was like down here, hanging out here in the middle of the night, meeting a very stressed out. He was a construction worker, but I think he might have been like a foreman or something like that, because he was dressed up. He had like a dress shirt on, but he had a helmet. He had a construction helmet. He clearly worked for one of the companies that was restoring the park at the time. But he was like not even there. He was very, very, he was crazy. And then we ended up going over to the other side of the park and befriending a couple of National Guard guys who were from our neighborhood. That was the fun part. They were from our neighborhood. They're from Sunset Park in Bay Ridge. Talked to them, and then these two cops commandeered our bicycles. They looked for looters in Battery Park. Sorry, Battery Park City. Oh, man. A crazy time. Crazy. It is 10:55. Let's slowly walk up Broad Street here. Walk past the Stock Exchange, see what's going on up there. Or wander through the canyons, if you will. Let's see if I get solicited again. I got my fucking work shirt on, for God's sake. That says tour guide on it. Wow, those statue cruises boats are packed right now. God damn. Yeah, it's beautiful out here today, 80s Music Man. I would say today is officially a Goldilocks weather. I could really ride the bike and probably not sweat today. But I'll find that out later on today. I'll find that out later on today when I do the 12 noon tour. I was at Battery Park a couple months ago, and oh yeah, you like the Sea Glass Carousel? I rode it a bunch of times on live stream. We used to ride that thing almost every week on live stream at one point. The good old Sea Glass Carousel, one of the most expensive carousels in the world. It cost $16 million to make. $16 million. And did my drawstring come off again? Damn it, these stupid drawstrings on these shorts are the most annoying thing. Like my setting and remembering. Thank you so much. Yeah, it cost $16 million to produce a Sea Glass Carousel. And the fish were designed by George Talspin, and he was the creative director for the Sochi Olympics, the closing ceremonies. So each fish, it's unique. But look up a video for it. The video is a great video about how they put together that carousel. Very interesting how they have the barricades there and everything. It's a great video. All the fish are uniquely designed. Each one is unique. Each fish is unique in its own right. All right. I start walking through the canyons and start slowly making my way back to where I work on Park Row. We will bid Battery Park a fond adieu. This street's scary. So tell me again as this guy goes through the intersection, tell me again how bicycles are the problem. As this guy goes through a solid red light through the intersection like nothing's wrong. Tell me again how bicycles are the problem. The Post did a horrible article about they had to put together, what was it again? They put together the bicycle statistics for like 11 years. They put the statistics together for 11 years and say, look at all these people killed by bicycles. Then it's like, well, in 1 year, how many thousands of people did car drivers and truck drivers? I think it was an Uber, yeah. I think it was an Uber. What happens is the Uber drivers downtown, they get so lost at looking at their phones, and when they look at their phones, they forget where they're at. So then, unless they'll drift into intersections and stuff like that. So I cross Whitehall Streets. We're all selfish at one point, yeah. I'll never forget the woman I hit once when I was a bike messenger with, she had coffee. She had like a whole tray of coffee, and I was going the wrong way on 6th Avenue near Rockefeller Center, and I was going the wrong way up the avenue, and she didn't see me coming, and I kind of slowly bumped into her, but then her coffee fell on her chest, and she was not good. Selfish for food, yes. I always feel bad about that. Lori has everyone laughing in her last video? Awesome. Laughter is good. All right, we're gonna turn on Broad Street now. Yeah, that's right. Who's David Lee? Wait, I didn't see David Lee's comment. Did you guys already mute him? Norm, good to see you out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. Wait, somebody's saying I'm in a really dangerous spot right now. Laugh to win. There you go. Oh, I got the light here. I thought this was a stop sign. This is a light now. This is a full-on light. That was a stop sign for many a decade. Wow. Oh, pickpockets. What? This is not Sao Paulo. What the hell, pickpockets? I don't think New York City has had a pickpocket problem since the fucking early 80s. People who watch Bret Bart and believe InfoWars think those kind of things. It is Disney now. Yes, it's an amusement park. It's an amusement park now. Yes. David Johansen. Yes, David Johansen said that. What was it? Buster Poindexter, folks. Buster Poindexter said that. Be careful of pickpockets and poop. Yeah. Somebody watching too much Bret Bart and InfoWars. I hope the Sandy Hook families get every single penny out of Alex Jones. I hope they get every single penny. Because they deserve it. Oh, he didn't say poop? You know, I've been doing this now for 4 years. You know, there's always a few people who need attention. See? If I see Richard Christie, I don't even know who Richard Christie even is. I don't even know who that even is. So, there. Absolutely, Susie May. He's a piece of shit. All right, now we're entering the Iron Circle. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, David. There you go. Yeah, Oswald, that was kind of funny. Oh, that's fine. That's fine, Laura. You did the right. If you muted the comment, you did the right thing. That does hurt me in the on the replay. It becomes less visible if you get a lot of people coicing and whatnot. Approaching the stock exchange, where all the nightmares are dreamed up and fulfilled and made. Ooh, you drinking a pumpkin coffee? Good. Enjoy the pumpkin coffee there, Norm. I'm not a big fan of the pumpkin spice. Oh, Cheryl took care of it? Good call, Cheryl. Good move. You guys read my mind properly. Right? We gotta corner the frozen orange juice market. We gotta call the Duke and Duke. Call the Duke and Duke. Tell them to buy. Yeah, there you go, Lori. All right. Let's see if anyone's giving wanted to see where he was going with it. Yeah. He should start up his own live stream. Imagine if we were on the other app. All these people would come into the room, ask dumb questions. This is very interesting. Yes, the Wall Street explosion. That actually just, you know what? Come to think of it, Norm, the anniversary of that's coming up. I believe that was September 20th when that happened. Somebody blew up a wagon full of manure, and you can still see the pit marks today in Federal Hall. Yeah, Cheryl. It's very predictable, Cheryl. Very predictable. Okay, Fearless Girl is getting some attention. That's good. Yeah. Pretty much I've seen them every year. They were testing them out last night. So good to see you, Meg. They were testing them out, and it's that season again. It's that time of year. Getting his pictures with the Fearless Girl. I hate manure. This guy just walking right into me like I'm a mirage. I'll see you in 5 days, Meg. That's right. What's the best location to get a good view? Anything with a view of the Lower Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what kind of picture do you want? Just get to the waterfront, and if it's clear, those beams go all the way up. Like, I've been as far as like 30 miles out, and you can still like tilt your head all the way up and see them. They're pretty bright. Like, as close as possible. Well, they emanate from a parking garage, and that parking garage is on Rector Street, Rector and Church. So there you can literally get underneath it. Found a charity that you think has merit? That's good. I feel like going into Federal Hall just to use their bathroom. Just to use the bathroom. Yeah, Rector and Church Street. There's a parking garage, and that's where they set up all the lights. They set them up on top of the parking garage. Oh, that's good. That's good, Lori. You know where Church Street is? It's 6th. I could confuse people and say it's 6th Avenue. Because Church Street becomes 6th Avenue north of Canal Street. Yeah, Lorenzo. You know, some people are now beginning to complain about the lights. There is a faction of people who want to do away with the lights, but too many people, especially family members who can't physically or mentally make it down here to Lower Manhattan, the lights bring them a lot of respite. And then also there's events that take place all across the whole area in New Jersey and Long Island and all over, like the city and the suburbs. Anywhere that has a view of the lights, and there's a special park built for the people who we've lost on 9/11 in those neighborhoods, in those communities, they always have a ceremony where they look at the lights. So more people like the lights than oppose them. The people who oppose them really are the people who live downtown. But they are trying to get rid of them. They are trying to get rid of them. In a perfect world, what I would like to see is them setting up the lights around the actual memorial pools, the voids, if you will. And then you get the actual outline of the Twin Towers. I think that will be so powerful one year to do that. But there's a whole myriad of reasons why they can't do that, besides the fact of the memorial ceremony that goes on in the afternoon. It's a lot of setup. And I don't know if they want people walking around all that. And yeah, it's 88 xenon bulbs. 88, I believe it's 11,000 watt xenon bulbs. And the lights are so bright that if you had a reflector up on the moon, it would reflect the light back. And this truck driver is going to go nuts on this woman right now because the woman wants to drive her car and take pictures, because that's what you do. You sightsee from your car. There we go. Go to the memorial ceremony. Are you allowed to go to the memorial ceremony? Because you do need a pass or something like that to go there. It's not something that's like open to the public. Good morning, James. Like there's like a pass you get to go on there, because it is like a frozen zone, so it's like you need proper credentials to get in. Now later on in the afternoon, other stuff goes on, but yeah, but she has to. Oh, they got a pass for you. All right, good. Good. But like somebody like me, I can't go. I can't. I'm not allowed to go to that. It's like we have the green markets open today. Good morning, Dave. Doing good. Well, people who don't know call it Ground Zero. I don't like calling it Ground Zero because people live and work here, so. I'll see you later, Nimble. I'll see you later. That Jamaican jerk chicken smells good. Too bad I'm full of pancakes and breakfast sausage. Ah, he's really selling it. All right. Into the World Trade Center we go. I don't know anyone personally. Who died on September 11th, so thus I can't get a pass. I was here for the first reading of the names. I was standing over on West Street. And I'll never forget all the busloads of people that came in, family members. It was surreal. You really got an idea of how many people died, because there were so many people that came to that memorial ceremony. There are a lot of people in the plaza right now. Hopefully everyone's behaving. Take a walk around. The museum is free. I appreciate that, Meg. Yeah, it's like basically only direct family members and close friends are allowed to really go. Don't forget, you had that one lady who she somehow got on the victims, the survivors panel. The woman who didn't exist. She was from like Spain or something like that. Has pictures with the mayor and the governor and everything. And it's so weird how some people try to twist it, you know. All right. Let's walk through the Glade. We're gonna walk around the thing, walk through the Glade, and then what time is it? And then make our way back towards Park Row. A lot of people out here. Yeah, remember that lady? There was a movie made about her. And I can't believe she went through with that whole lie for that long. Yeah, pretty nice stroll. It's New York. What happened to the lady who climbed the Statue of Liberty on the 4th of July? She had to pay a fine. She had to pay a fine. And she's not allowed to go to the Statue of Liberty anymore. She didn't get any jail time. Or if she did get jail time, it wasn't very long. As they do some pruning. Looks like they're cleaning up some of the green spaces here. Nope. You know, I remember when they first unveiled this concept for Memorial Plaza, I was very excited about it. And now, seeing all the trees maturing. I mean, I want to say these trees were here are about maybe 6-8 years now. Certainly has come a long way. Survivor trees right in front of us. Somebody's doing making some kind of video in the Memorial Glade right now. She was protesting this current administration's dealings with immigrants. Yeah. That's what she was protesting. Yeah. Oh, that's a bad one. I don't like that one, Meg. I heard about that one. What? Oh boy. Got a message. I got a message. I might have to. Let me head on back to Park Row. So I gotta read that message. Oh. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. There's a couple taking a smiling picture at the... So weird. I want to go up to these people and be like, do you know how inappropriate that is? I just gotta laugh at it now. Yeah, I don't know why people do that. I find it just so disturbing. Let's go back to work. It's like the way I see it is, if they don't let anyone pose in front of, let's say the screen. Oh no, Starry Night. Starry Night. You know, Starry Night is in the painting. Starry Night is in MoMA, and they don't let people pose in front of it. I don't think people should be able to pose in front of the memorial pools. Should be one of those things that it's just, people should know that in general anyway. Something just let out, and a lot of people are streaming towards me, so let's get around it. And there's the smell. See, they're working on the new performing arts center back here, and they're doing welding. Welding is one of the smells that triggers my memories of being down here in the weeks and months after. I feel like I'm right there 18 years ago. Yeah, don't get me started about people tagging the Brooklyn Bridge. I know I'm gonna see that later. I know I'm gonna see that. Back to work. Back to work. Trying to make some money. I know I have people in my afternoon. Yeah, you saw the locks on the bridge. They cut those off now every few weeks. So there's nowhere near as many locks on the Brooklyn Bridge as there used to be. And I've seen people get tickets. It's a $150 ticket if they catch you putting a lock on the bridge. I gotta get one of these people who with the markers and the axe now and try to get them a ticket. I gotta go take a leak. All that coffee and orange juice went right through me. Absolutely, Meg. Absolutely. All right. Have I got the light here? I think I do. 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I made it. As I walk past St. Paul's Chapel and the cemetery out behind St. Paul's Chapel, it's the t-shirts, the shirts. It's my work shirt, it's my new work shirt. Of course, David Lee, of course. If they catch you putting a lock on the bridge, it's a $150 ticket. If they catch you climbing the bridge, which people like doing nowadays, that's a $1,500 ticket. And they could lock you up for it. I've seen a couple of those tickets actually be given already. And the cops said the same thing both times. You're lucky you're not getting arrested. He'll just give him a $1,500 souvenir. And also headphones, by the way, too. There's another movie, I haven't seen it, where they wrap headphones on a bridge, and they do that too. I'll tell you one thing, feeling this cool air. Autumn is here. Autumn is here. Ooh, it's like it's cold. feels nice and cold. No, the lock thing needs to be done because too many people put their locks on the bridge. It's literally destroying the bridge, the locks. Literally. Ooh, it's cold out here. This is nice. I guess this is why I have to use the bathroom so bad. Yeah. The locks, it takes the paint, it chips the paint off the bridge. Back on Broadway. Uh-oh. AT&T starts setting up a Harry Potter stand-up. They gotta do the Potter. They gotta do the Potter. The Harry Potters. Oh, I gotta really use the bathroom now. It's cold out here. I'm so used to sweating it out. I'm not sweating it out anymore. It's fall. Sunday, I'm gonna try to go to the beach again. There's some friends of mine going to the beach on Sunday. I might go. Ooh. And the Brinks truck goes through a solid red light. Well, hope you guys like the... Yeah, I gotta pee. As they said in Johnny Stecchino, le pee. Le pee. Santo Cleopatra. Instead of saying holy shit, I'm gonna say Santo Cleopatra. Just like in Johnny Stecchino. Santo Cleopatra. I forgot how funny that movie was. Watched it the other day. It's such a funny movie. Oh no! Your phone is glitchy. That's not good. Alright. Time for me to go to work. I think I see my guests walking up right now. Are they? Okay, they're having a protest down there. They're having a protest in front of our location. That would have sucked. Okay. Get in the air conditioning there, Meg. Get in the air conditioning. 100 degrees. Go into the ocean. Go into the ocean. The ocean will be fabulous. All right, guys. Have a fantastic... Good morning, Griff. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish your moments. And good morning, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. Yay. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.